it's the inflatable pool. Maybe it's the inflatable pool in the background,
Maybe
slowing down your Wi-Fi,
it's just sucking up all
or
the
the other
bandwidth.
inflatable ball on the other side. I don't know. I don't know which one's causing more disruption.
That's just to catch the sound a little bit better. It's
Those are acoustics.
mm-hmm.
Yeah, exactly.
You know it. So
Yeah,
we we've been on hiatus, what felt like permanently, but there's too much riding on the matchups tonight and the
yep,
two Monday night football games
yep.
that the commish has made a call to arms that we need to get back on it. So
We
how's
got some
everyone doing?
requests. We
What
got some requests because last one didn't get that much social attention. No one really
yeah.
talked about it. And I'm all right. You guys weren't that excited about it. We talked about it a couple times. We couldn't put it together for various reasons. But then we're
But
like, all
now
right, this is crazy. And then I was with Pasha and Jose, and they're like, "Where's our podcast?" I think I should. So I'm like, "Oh, now we should throw one out there." So I'm all right. But this is definitely worthy of the podcast for sure.
so we're at week 14.
Yes.
It's 0 hour. It's Monday night. We'll try to get this out ASAP so that it's out before the games start
Yeah.
in a couple of hours. So, Kamish, I'm going to share screen, break down what's happened to this point and
Mm-hmm.
what are we staring at tonight.
Well, shockingly, our two teams with the most first round draft picks are in first and second place, which I'm actually proud of them because if either one of them wasn't there, it'd be kind of disappointing. But
I
pretty
agree.
much Wong and Jordan have been at the top of the league pretty much the entire season. Me and Josie have kind of thrown our hat in there a little bit here and there, but those two guys have definitely scored the most points and kind of just been running away with it most of the season. Um, Interestingly, though, Wong lost today because his team literally like died on the field one by one. And
Mm-hmm.
if Josie beats me, Wong will not be in first place or second place. He'd actually go to third place and not even get the bye that I know he really, really, really wants. Keeps
Ooh.
texting me about it. He already confirmed the amount of money first place gets, which might have been his kiss of death in the first place.
Oh, that's the ultimate kiss of death.
The $100 goes to first place, and if regular season, and it's not looking good.
Mm.
Jordan's gonna take it down with Baker Mayfield and Gardner Minshew as his quarterbacks, which is incredible.
What about Trey
Um,
Lance? What's he doing this year?
I think he's gonna start this week. From what I've heard, not in the NFL, not in the NFL. He's starting something though, starting
Maybe
something.
flag football quarterfinals
Yeah,
somewhere.
something to get his legs moving or something like that. Get to burn some calories, cardio. As we move down, Josie's had a good season. I think I said that earlier. I thought he's gonna early in the season. I thought he's gonna have a good team, and he has. It's 9 and
Mm-hmm.
4, solid. Andy, after a tough start, definitely you kind of came back and picked it up a little bit. That Tua trade really sparked some fire under your team.
Life saver, life giver. Yeah, I made some stupid drops, and that one trade kind of set me on a different path and gave me the hope that, you know what, all you need to do is really get to, like, 7 or 8 wins, and you could do that. You could do that. And yeah, my team woefully underperforms each week. I feel like I take people's best shots on the week that I like overperform. It's been a real roller coaster for me.
You have no money left.
I have $0. It's I can't even
But it
highlight it. My
also
computer's going so slow.
piggybacking, you said it sent you on a different path. It definitely set Devin on a different path because he ended up breaking his team apart for parts. And I don't think he's put up 150 points in like 5 weeks. It's been rough for Mr. Fly at the bottom. Um, so there's
Anandler
that.
Bong hat tip to Matthew Perry.
Yes,
Um,
I was thinking the same thing. Exactly, exactly.
yeah,
David
he.
and so go ahead. Sorry.
Sorry, I just have to ask. Do you feel like Devin gave up too quickly?
I think that trade with you kind of really kind of set him back, and he had some unlucky stuff in the beginning, and he decided just to kind of give it up with the draft picks.
There you
But that's the
go.
decision. That's the thing with the draft pick trades. There was less of them this year. I think that, which is a good thing. I think, but sorry, um, there's less draft pick trade, but it makes you make a decision really early on what your team is.
It's
Like
true.
he had to kind of dump, jump ship basically at that point.
But
No one
but
else did.
then the other, sorry, like I said, my computer's
You're fine.
disgustingly slow. The other marquee
Is
matchup,
Kazaa open?
it's actually LimeWire. Um, uh, oh man, I saw someone did a wrapped, like a LimeWire wrapped post,
Hmm.
where it's like their old LimeWire downloads. They're so spot on. It's like Afro Man because I got high .mp3, then it's like Heather Brook POV, then it's like
Heather Brook.
it's so perfect.
Good times, man. What a
Um,
small portion of time that we got to be a
I
part of
know,
that.
take for granted how easy it is to get information and get videos on your computer. But the other marquee matchup is Bufu and Dax, my homies.
Yes.
Because this
I
is
was
the other.
saving it for last. Yeah,
Oh, of course.
exactly.
I was just gonna
Yeah,
say this is the other side of it. We can get to the matchup itself. The other side of it is like Pasha made some trades, but he's still right in the fight right now.
yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying.
Because
Devin went the other way, but Pasha had some big wins in the middle of the season. That I mean, he personally told me that like, look, if I lose the next week or so, I'm gonna jump ship too and trade my players.
I'm
But he kept
tanking.
winning, and then he kind of picked it up.
I think this is why it's so crucial to just be able to work the wire, because Posh has always been pretty savvy at picking up random gems, even though I think he dropped likely this past week right before kickoff.
He did. He did.
And sometimes it goes that direction, but I feel like Pasha does a good job of like teasing out the people that could potentially win the week. And look at that. He's right on the cusp. Like if he makes playoffs and has the draft picks, I think that happened to Wong last year.
Yeah,
And like that's all you can ever ask for. Because when it comes playoff time, it's you never actually know, because the weather's getting worse. People are thinking about shutting down players, and that just means that the waiver wire becomes that much more crucial in these final weeks.
100%, 100%. No, I've been watching it all day yesterday. It's a crazy matchup. And then if you look alongside that, points wise, me and it's Phil and Armin's team, is Dax my homies, are
Mm.
really close in points. So depending on how the points work out, our position might flip. I might go to sixth place, fifth place. If Josie beats me, he's gonna go. He's gonna go to second place. Jordan gets first place. Wong on third. I don't think anyone wants to play Wong's team because it's been killing it all season. Even though he lost Herbert and I think another guy this week.
I I think the opposite. I feel like his team just kind of has fallen apart.
A
Maybe
little
I'm
bit. Oh, just Jefferson got hurt after he lost Tank Dell too.
Yeah, and I can't see it. There it
You open a
is.
different window. There you
Yeah,
go.
there we go. Maybe
Yeah.
maybe I'm wrong, but Stroud
Oh,
in
he CJ
protocol,
Stroud got hurt. Yeah.
and he's been carrying him, I'm sure. Herbert, I doubt he's coming back. Um,
Yeah.
like Lawrence has been banged up. He I- this is a team that needs the first round bye just to be able to field the team after that. And Addison's going to retain value now again with Jefferson. I'm presuming that Jefferson's done for the season, but I don't know
It
that
would
for a
make
fact.
sense. It would make
But
sense.
if they're not really in contention and they're not really thinking about a championship, then what's the point? Um, and then you have some like Etienne's perpetually been questionable, and like there's not two quarterbacks that he could potentially start next week. So if he doesn't get a bye, then he's kind of fucked.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, and that's why I think he's praying for Josie to for me to beat Josie this week. And then that would put him in second place, and he survives
What
based on points.
man, what? Oh, this this is too good.
And that's another crazy matchup too. So he has a chain going.
Oh man, and that can ruin anyone's night.
Yeah.
Let's see, the Dolphins play the Titans, right? Okay. So, holy shit. Yeah, there's so
A lot
many
of
things.
variations to it. Yeah.
There's so many things going on. It's so
We had to talk about it.
um oh, Flacco with the stream of the week at the very least.
Oh, it's gross.
Oh
But he
man,
only got 13 points out of Hurts, so it kind of balances out.
is there any world where you don't make the playoffs if he wins?
No, because Pasha and Phil and Armin are playing each other. One of
Ah,
those teams is going to be 6-8, and worst
mm-hmm.
I can be is 7-7.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Oh
So it
man,
basically those two are playing for the last playoff spot, and then there's positioning after that. If Pasha
sure.
wins, he's in sixth for sure because
Mm-hmm.
of points. If Phil and Armin score a lot of points today, and I don't score a lot of points, then they could still beat me, and I could be in sixth. They'll be in fifth. They play you.
Damn it, I don't want to play. I don't want to play either of these teams. God, Lamar and Mahomes. Mahomes has just been
Oh, it's been a
really
dumpster
off,
fire.
really
Yeah.
been really shitty. But like Jackson's one of those people that you worry about week 17, just like please Ravens stop winning all the games.
Well, this is his first big week since I've had him. It's been a rough go since I got
Mm-hmm.
him.
Oh man.
But funny enough, they mentioned that. So I had Jordan Love, okay,
Mm-hmm.
and he did okay at the beginning of the season, and
Yeah.
then Long offered me C.J. Stroud for him, and I said no.
Mm-hmm.
Great decision. And then I traded him for Lamar Jackson, and then he went on a tear afterwards. Lamar did nothing. So I've come up with the fact that Jordan Love hates me and is vengeful against me,
I think
and going
it's
doing all that.
I think it's safe to say it's personal at this point.
And
He's
Posh's whole season rides on Jordan Love and Dobbs. That's who he has going tonight
all
versus
right
versus the versus yeah,
versus the
Dax Bounties.
defense. And that's so ironic because like both of these sides can kind of go off tonight. They're not
Yeah,
facing each other. And so it's literally, dude, this could be something that comes down to, negative yardage on kneeling at the end.
a
Like it,
sack.
oh
Yeah,
my God.
a
Because if Tennessee's
sack is a 4 point swing.
because if Tennessee isn't scoring,
Yeah,
like that is like the kiss of death for this matchup. And, you know, correct me if I'm wrong, but like Giants at home coming off a bye is no like, did they have a bye last week? I can't remember. But
yeah.
Giants at home with shitty weather, it's no like cakewalk here. I
No,
mean, oh man, this is really just gonna come down to it.
it's good. It's good.
Fucking Zeke. What's your take on Zeke?
That's a really ballsy start by Pasha. When I saw it, I couldn't believe he did it because their offense has been so bad. But I mean, he
Mm-hmm.
got it.
God, turning back the clock. What?
It's
Oh
it's
man,
a it's a it's a good last night of fantasy night. It's pretty crazy.
yeah.
Um, but
My
we can
buddies,
we can
my
pour one out. We can pour one out for Amir, David, and Devin.
absolutely.
Tough seasons for all of them. David just went through quarterbacks like it was nothing else. Everyone just kept dying around him. Amir, quiet season, nothing major. But I'm sure we'll see him again.
Not a lot
Back in
going
the hunt.
on. Yeah, it's so funny because Amir was one of like I put him like top three after the draft. Like
Yeah.
but his team just kept slowly but surely falling apart.
Yep.
It's like starting with a birdie and then it's just like double bogey, triple bogey, and just like everything just keeps getting worse from there.
It was tough. It was tough. It was tough. But I mean, okay, if you have to pick, let's keep we can throw whoever you want in there. Who do you think's going to take it down this year? Which one of these teams do you believe the most in for the next few weeks?
Well, I hate to say it, it's hard when you see Christian McCaffrey's name on the other side of fantasy football, you hate it. You
I
hate it.
can't believe he's gotten 13 weeks, healthy weeks out of Christian McCaffrey. I looked at it last night.
You hate it, hate it, hate it. And now like Brock Purdy's the front runner to win MVP. Um, they're going to be lobbying and to try and get that one seed, and it doesn't like barring an injury. I think that Jordan's team is the team to beat. It's I think I lost to Josh. Like he just squeaked by me on that one week where we were kind of jawing back and forth. But Josh seems to just kind of his team just plays to the level and they just keep winning, and
Yeah.
that's also a scary team. I think personally, I think David's team is doomed. I I think it's.
You mean Wong's team?
I mean
Wong's
Wong's
team.
team. Sorry.
Yeah.
I think Wong's team is doomed. I think that when you ask about how much how much do I get when I win, you've already lost, and so he's gonna end up having to play next week. Jordan will take down the league. Josh will be the second seed, and then he's gonna lose and wonder where it all went wrong. Um, and I mean, not having any quarterbacks to field. I mean, Lawrence, you don't know what kind of. I mean, he put up a gutsy performance. You don't know if he's going to be 100% going into the next one. Yeah, I'm not scared of that team. My team, you and me have the best quarterback combos. So if quarterback play is indicative of like winning, then these later games where they kind of become shootouts and we've got mobile quarterbacks as well. Like I feel good about it, but honestly, I think Jordan's team is the team to beat. And after being the 1 seed, he'll probably take it down. That's my thought.
It's a good bet. I mean, and it's funny because he has probably the worst quarterback combo out of all the playoff teams.
Just goes to show you, right? You could
Right?
drop Trey Lance.
That used to be it. But he has. I mean, his guys got hurt, but
yeah,
he has probably the worst one. I mean, Baker and Minshew are both waiver wire quarterbacks.
Yeah, but Tyreek's having a season for the ages, and if I were like with the 6 teams remaining, he's probably like minus 150 Vegas betting line. It's like he has the edge, but obviously you never know what's going to happen here. If I were to say a team that's not like solidified near the top, it's realistically it's probably your team. Because the quarterback play is nothing to scoff at, and you're just as active on the wire, which means like you're going to sniff out the value in any given week. And so, you kind of have to tool. Like today, I dropped my third quarterback. I dropped Levis and picked up Tyjae Spears. You kind of have to tool for what could potentially happen if you get to those later games without sacrificing the week in front of you. But now it's like, dude, if my quarterback goes down this week, it's irrelevant. So if you are looking ahead, and that's literally what it takes in this league, then you're gonna find a way to be successful in those later games. And if I'm not right, let me know. But it feels like every single year, the people who have the round 1 buys just get shit on the next week. Like it seems like very rarely where it's like the top seed. I think 2 or 3 years ago, Pasha like just ran through the entire league as the number 1 seed. But aside from that,
was Devin. Devin ran through it.
Yeah.
Devin ran through it. Go to the all time. I'll tell you right there.
There you go. What do you think? Who do you think's got it?
I think Georgia's team is pretty good. It's pretty scary. I wish he had a better quarterback because you don't want to like get, but those guys are scoring points too, so it's hard to say no. I liked Jose's team. I think it's a toss up, honestly. I think Jordan's team is probably the favorite, but I think the other 5 teams that get in are all pretty close, to be honest with you. But with Wong's team getting injured and losing, if he loses Tank Dell, Jefferson, and Herbert, that's a lot gone from his team.
It's hard. So, it's hard to overcome.
It is. It's a lot, and those are the teams that have been scoring like big points most consistently. So, but I would probably agree with you that Jordan's the favorite to take it down.
Yeah, and the other piece of it, it's most likely due to lack of paying attention or at least pretending not to care. But he could literally get any player he wants. Like at this point now, he's want a guy, get a guy, and that that's difficult to compete against. If someone does go down, that hey, like Jordan's going to be the guy to get it if he wants that person. And they're like, if it's a running back or some premium position, there's no reason he wouldn't go after it.
Except for his own, intellectual abilities.
Well, those are always handicapped in every sense of the where you could take that word. So I agree. Well, that was a quick one. I got a jet because Baby awake. But let us know what you're thinking. Who do you guys think is going to take it? Looking at here, who's the outsider looking in from tonight's matchups, and who's going to surprise come playoff time? Shoot it in the chat. Keep shooting the shit just because we love the banter. We love making fun of each other. And dude, almost another regular season in the books.
Wild times. Good luck, everybody. It's a fun night. It's gonna be a fun night. Everyone's gonna watch the sports tonight. It's gonna be good.
Love it.
Later, guys.
Later, buddies.